Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial will show you how to make this pleated skirt. So guys, I'll be multiplying my waist times 3. Okay, my waist measurement. So this is it here after I've cut it out. I measured my waist times 3 before I actually cut it out. Then the length of this fabric is 17 inches as my full length, but I have 19 inches. You can see the way I place my tape rule. I took out 2 inches for my band, then the remaining 2 inches there is for the folding. You understand what I'm saying? For the folding for the top and for the bottom. So add extra 2 inches to your full length, to your full measurement. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Then you go ahead to cut it out. You can see what I am saying here. So if you're cutting it out after measuring your full length, you measure out your waist measurement times 3. You can see this is my waist. My waist is 32. This is 32. So I'll go ahead to measure 32 in 3 places. That's what I'm doing. Make sure you do it the same way. Measure your waist times 3. Then you add some inches to your fabric for your sewing allowance and your zipper allowance. This is your sewing allowance here, so it will also serve as your zipper allowance. You can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to cross check it again. So next thing you're going to do now is to go ahead and fold this hem line here by 1 inch. Remember that we added 2 inches extra for this sewing, so you fold it by 1 inch here, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So this is it here. I'm done stitching it down. After stitching, this is what I have. I hope you can see it very well. So I'll go ahead to start the pleating of this fabric of this skirt. So this is the way I'll be pleating it, and I need you to pay attention here. I'll go ahead to mark out 1 inch for my sewing allowance. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Go ahead and mark out at least 1 inch or 1.5 inches for your sewing allowance like this. Then this is how you pleat it. You go ahead to mark out 1.5 inches. You can also use 1 inch if you wish, or 2 inches if you wish, but I'm using 1.5 inches. You can use 1 inch for it to be smaller, or you can use 2 inches for it to be bigger, but I'm using 1.5 inches for this. So I'll go ahead to mark 1.5 inches all around this fabric. Just go ahead and keep doing it. You can see what I'm doing, so do yours the same way. So when you're done, this is what you have. So right now guys, let's start with the pleating of this skirt. So you need a lot of pin for this. You need your pin, you need your iron, but I'll have first of all fold this before I iron it. So this is where I'm going to fold it. Look at it here. Take one of the lines that you measured and place it on the starting line like this. You can see the way I placed mine. I don't know if I'm saying it properly, but this is the way you should do it. I hope you can see it very well. And pin it both at the top and the bottom area, and including the middle. So you have to pin it. Look at the one pinning mine and pin yours the same way. You can see the one placing mine, place it the same way and pin it. Make sure it is in a straight line. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Make sure it's in a straight line. Right now I'm going to fold this part here. You can see the one folding it. You can see it here. And then you go ahead to pin it down. Hope you understand what I'm saying. Use your pin and hold it down. So make sure it's straight. You can measure it to know if it's straight or not. So after pinning it, you'll see your pleat coming out. So that's what you have to do. So go ahead and pin it like this, the way I'm doing it, and you see how it's going to come out. The pleat is going to come out very well. And if it's not straight, just go ahead and keep pinning it in it straight enough. So guys, if you notice, you can see that this is actually taking time to do, so you need to be patient and take your time to pin this down. So I'll go ahead and pin it and I'll show you what it looks like. So after pinning, this is what I have. So I'm trying to show you how you should pin it down, if in case if you did not get it properly when I did it for the first time. So this is the way you should do it. You can see the way I pin mine down. So look at it and do it the same way. So I'm going to be showing you how to pin it down around this corner like this. So look out and take the other end, place it on top of the one in the middle. You can see what I'm doing. Do it the same way. You can see it's very simple. And then pin the middle. You place it very well. You pin the middle and you also pin the bottom area, so that you can have your pleat in one place, and when you're ironing it, it will be easier for you to iron. Understand what I'm saying? So go ahead and do it the way I'm doing it. Just look at what I'm doing and you understand what I'm saying here. Look at what I'm doing and do yours the same way. Just make sure you have enough pin to pin this down, and you also need your hot iron. So go ahead and still look at what I'm doing here. Place it like this and pin. Make sure that you leave your sewing allowance while you are pinning. Also make sure you measure it to know if it's up to your waist measurement. You keep, as you are pinning, you keep measuring it to know if it's up to your waist measurement. Then when it's up to your waist measurement, you stop pinning down. So any excess you have left that you have not yet pinned down, you can just go ahead and cut it. So this part I'll be using it for my sewing allowance. So I'll go ahead to check my waist from the first pleat you have. You can sort that to the last pleat. You will check if it's up to your waist measurement, and if it is, then that's okay. Then you make out your sewing allowance. So this is what the back looks like. You can see what it looks like here. I'll go ahead to bring in my iron and start ironing it. So I'm just trying to mark out this sewing allowance because I noticed that I had excess. So I went ahead to mark out the sewing allowance I'll be using. I'll be cutting out any excess remaining. So do yours the same way. So I'm going to go ahead to use my ironing to iron it. So make sure you use your iron and to iron it very well. You can actually spray water on top of this fabric and then use your iron to iron it flat. So I'll go ahead and do this, then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So after ironing, this is what I have, and this is my band. I went ahead to cut out my band. So guys, what we'll be doing next now is to top stitch on this skirt. So from the top area of this skirt now, I'll be top stitching. So I'll show you the way you should top stitch it. You have to measure 4 inches from the top area, and then you go ahead to top stitch it the way I'm pointing right now. Measure you 4 inches from the top area like this. Measure 4 inches downwards, and then go ahead and top stitch along the plate. So this is what it looks like while I top stitch it. You can see what I have. So go ahead and do it. This is actually 4 inches that I marked out. Then go ahead to top stitch it beside the dart, and this is what mine looks like after I'm done top stitching. Then go ahead and remove all the pins you have there, but before you remove the pin, make sure you iron it again with, you can use a wet pieces. You can just wet a little fabric or pieces, spread it on top of it, and use your iron to iron it flat, or you can just sprinkle a few water on the fabric and use your iron to iron it flat so that the pleat will stay properly. So this is what mine looks like, and see what it looks like here. Go ahead and take out all your pins and you see your pleat will form. So guys, after I done taking out your pins, this is what you should have. You can see what I have here. You can see the pleats. You can see it. So you need to iron it properly and pleat it properly. Don't forget to top stitch. You can see what I have. You can see the way the pleat came out. You can see it. So do yours the same way and you will have the same results. So right now it's time for me to add my band. This is the way you're going to add your band. Just it's a simple thing to use to do. Just fold your band into two. So this is the measurement of this band before we continue. The measurement is my waist, which is 32, the waist of this fabric, and then the wideness is 2 inches. Actually, it is 2.5, but it is 2 inches. Then I'll go ahead to pleat it. I'll be taking in at least about 1 inch of this band and the actual fabric, the pleated skirt. We're taking about 1 inch sewing allowance from it. Then when I'm done, I'll go ahead to stitch the side, fold it together, and add my zipper allowance alongside. So guys, before you add your zip, go ahead and fold after adding the band, go ahead and fold the side into two like this. That's what I did, and then use your pin to hold it down so that you know where you will be stitching it. And then the next thing you're going to do is to measure out your zipper allowance, where your zipper is going to stay. So the zipper I'm marking out is 7 inches for the zipper wideness, where the zipper would fit in. Then I'll go ahead to stitch the down part and leave the zipper area. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Then I'll go ahead and add my zip and come back and show you what it looks like. So this is what it's going to look like when I add in my zip. I want to show you here because the next I'm going to show you, I'll be wearing it so that you can see what it actually looks like, and I'll come back and show you.